evening. My name is Delia Sandy and I am in the 8th grade. Just a quick reminder to please watch the show on your computer or TV and bid on your auction items using your mobile phone. Good luck!
Good evening and welcome to the 24th Annual A Taste of Newark. I am so excited to be here with you this evening. After 17 months of not having all of our scholars together in the school, we are back with our inaugural kindergarten program. I've got Ryan and Riley with me from our founding kindergarten class, and we are ready to show you Link with an in-depth special look in this unique Taste of Newark experience. So come on in with us. Let's go ahead. Ready? There you go, all the way up the stairs. Thanks, Ryan. Come on.
Mission is meeting the needs of now. And I feel the mission of Link has always done that. Whether it started out in a building, a little house on Hunterton Street in central Newark, which I think is gone now. Then it moved to St. Antoninus on the basement and the 3rd floor, which was a big challenge. Then it moved to Catholic school, St. Stanislaus, and now it has this beautiful home here on Pennsylvania Avenue. I couldn't help but notice every child came with a parent or parents. That's so key to the success of Link. And the energetic staff, beginning with Maria and all her wonderful teachers and staff, that is the backbone of Link, always over its 52-year history.
My heart is so moved to think that, that children that age, that parents with children that age have a chance to become scholars. I love that we're not even called students here, but called scholars. What does that say? That elevates a child, that elevates them to where they should be, with its dignity and respect. And that happens because of the great leaders in this school, the board, the administration, everyone, the parents, people like yourself who take such an interest. So I was very moved, as you can see, to see the kindergarten come.
From the oldest to the youngest, adult as well as kindergartens, can be the best possible version of themselves. And I have to say, we all remember and love Sister Vivian, our foundress, and how proud she would be today to see those little ones arrive. So I think she's in heaven with a big smile on her face and cheering. And she'll continue to do that as we, Sisters of St. Dominic, will continue to be the cheerleaders for Link 5 years from now, and God willing, 10 years from now.
Hi, my name is Gina Molinari-Sciano, and I recently joined Link Community Charter School to develop the K-4 program. I started my career teaching in Brooklyn, New York in 1987, and it's there where my passion for urban education really took hold. And I began to hone my skills to impact student achievement and to mentor new teachers. We believe in developing the whole child, offering an academic program that's robust and rich and challenging, but also getting to know our children deeply, knowing their interests, and understanding their cultural capital, which is what they bring each day to our classrooms. As a parent of 2 children, I have a personal lens around public education. And let me say that we have built an amazing and wonderful dynamic team here at Link Community Charter. We are planning to invest in our teachers with relevant professional development. They will be engaging in literacy and math coaching throughout the entire year. We know that this will directly impact student achievement. We are also building teacher leaders that will grow and stay with us. A well-known fact is that teachers are the #1 in-school factor for student success. That's why we're spending so much time investing in professional development, giving them opportunities to observe one another, be in each other's classrooms. We're building this program step by step, thoughtfully choosing pieces to fit together. Another well-known fact about student success is building relationships. And we know this work from Marzano, who reports that relationships built between teachers and students either foster success or failure. We know our parents, and we're able to make a call around some good news that their children are experiencing daily in the kindergarten. And we're also able to identify some needs perhaps and some goals for their students around academics. We have a built-in support system here at Link for kindergarten. We have a special educator, we have an ESL teacher, and we are creating interventions already to help our students to meet the needs, the rigorous needs of the grade level. So we have a full program for children in arts, music, and even dance. As you can see today in music class, our students are experiencing joy while learning essential learning components. So when children are exposed to music, they're learning math by counting the beats in a song. When children are exposed to dance, they identify patterns, and that's key in developing algebraic thinking. Children are problem solvers as they approach science investigations with our science teacher. And children are expressing themselves through stories to prepare themselves to be readers and eloquent storytellers. We are confident in the program that we're building here at Link Community Charter School and are excited to grow year by year. K-3 is an integral time to grow readers. We know that 88% of students who drop out of high school were struggling readers in 3rd grade. Children in K-3 learn to read. 3rd grade is the last year that they're learning to read. From 4th grade on, they're reading to learn. So if they pass 3rd grade not reading on grade level, half the year will be spent incomprehensible. So we want to change the trajectory here. We want to really change it. We must get this right.
Our early childhood music and movement program has been in development for over 5 years. We have worked with Columbia University and with Link as a partnership to develop a program that is hands-on for the students. The lessons stick better when they are actually in them. They're part of the music making. The great part about being partners with Link is that they have a different philosophy to the way that they approach education for students. It's very unique. They make every student feel like they're the most important child out there. The children are so well taken care of. They learn from the very beginning how to respect each other, and there's a sense of calm and ease when you walk into these walls. You know that the kids are safe, you know that they feel empowered, and you know that they're going to get the skills that they need to become good citizens of the world.
First day of the kindergarten was great, and actually you can hear the kids in the background now. It was a really, really special day for a couple of reasons. First day of school is always great regardless of what school you go to. But it was particularly touching and motivating and satisfying here because during the pandemic, it was a very difficult time. I have an enormous amount of respect and admiration for the teachers, for the faculty, for the staff at Link, because when the pandemic hit, they were full force motivated not to let our scholars fall behind. So it's really special to be able to be out there today, see everybody getting back to school. And the kindergartens in particular was just great to see. You know, some of them were afraid and they're holding on to their parents' legs. Others were just a lot more enthusiastic, popping on their backpack that weighed as much as they did and running down the stairs. And it was just really cool to see because in a lot of ways they represent the next chapter of Link's growth. That's really important to us.
Hello, my name is Andrew and I'm in the 6th grade. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We're about to take an auction break, so grab your phones to bid. All the proceeds go to exceptional programs like STEM. Good luck!
Welcome back. I hope that you're enjoying the auction. Please keep that bidding going. That supports our mission. Tonight we'll also provide you an intimate look at some of those core components of the LINK model. You'll have an opportunity to see our instructional coaching, which is the core of our professional development program with our teachers. And you'll also see the performing arts classroom in action. You already had an opportunity to look at our music program in the kindergarten space, and that of course continues into our middle school.
I'll start. One thing is, in the planning of creating the lesson, I really wanted to make sure it was relevant. So something that the scholars could really just put themselves in and just kind of be able to use some information that they had previously. And it was like spot on. I felt like they were at the restaurant about to order. They were really putting themselves into the actual lesson.
Yes, absolutely. I think it was very relevant. I think it was something they connected with. They do get meals. They do get the combos. And I also think it connected nicely because we're adding and subtracting decimals, so it was perfect.
And I'm really glad that you chose money because decimals is such an abstract concept without that connection to what would we really use decimals for, right? So we use it in money all the time. And what I want to say that really went well was the opening piece focused on money as well. So that, what would you think? We talk about this all the time. We talk about having that low floor and high ceiling. So what would you rather have, 800 pennies or this amount of bills and quarters and nickels and dimes? So it was a great way to start to foster conversation. But right away, we also could see that there was something that we did not anticipate. So let's talk about what we did not anticipate to happen.
Greetings everyone, I'm Sahira Johnson, and this is my 14th year in teaching performing arts at LINK. And as a native Newark, New Jersey resident, I've always had a passionate commitment to sharing my professional arts career and pedagogy with my community. I teach what I live, and our performing arts program has always focused on identity, belonging, and agency. Arts education plays a critical role in social emotional learning, also known as SEL, and it has been a component of the arts long before the pandemic. We know that the arts are the equalizing factor in education, so we put the following into practice. That is, self-awareness, responsibility, decision-making, self-maintenance, social awareness, relationship skills, and action.
Self-awareness. Scholars will practice using their voices in a safe and creative learning environment without judgment. Responsible decision-making includes scholars being encouraged to take risks by making creative choices. Self-management. Scholars are responsible for memorizing lines in plays and in monologues. Social awareness. Scholars explore works of performing arts they can relate to by way of written scripts, viewing plays and musicals, and creating original works. Relationship skills. Scholars will work collaboratively with their peers and provide only constructive criticism. Action. Scholars will be encouraged to use techniques taught in performing arts class outside of class.
When young people are constantly exposed to the arts, they exhibit a more sophisticated way of communicating. Students need ways to creatively express themselves more than ever as we navigate through these challenging times. When our youth learn the tools of the creative trades, they become more powerful orators, they develop empathy for others, and become more critical viewers and thinkers of the world. Link Community Charter School facilitates quality education that is grounded in socially approachable, relevant, and sustaining practices that embrace the needs of our school's population. Please help us keep the arts alive. All hail LCCS.
Next up is our student performance. We were thrilled this year to be able to take our students out of our school building and into a professional music studio. Just another example of how Link provides opportunities for exposure for our students. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on our journey. And now, without further ado, Link Choir and Drum Ensemble performing I Can See Clearly Now.
It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. There is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Look around.
Oh, hi, I'm Alicia Lee from the 8th grade. Thank you for supporting Link. We're about to take the last break for our auction. Just a reminder that it ends at 9 p.m. Good luck and see you then.
Recently had an opportunity to bring together some of our recent alumni. They came together into a roundtable discussion to talk about their experiences at Link and how Link has prepared them not just for success in high school, but for the 21st century and for their continuing work in the world.
Hey everybody, feels good to be here back with you guys at Link. Link Community Charter School alumni, superheroes. Thank you for participating in this. We're going to spend some time just getting to know you, talk about your experience at Link.
Taste of Newark, I used to perform and like do a spoken word and with Miss Bradshaw, all of that stuff, advocacy, speaking up, using your voice. That's one thing I think I am very appreciative of, and that's because of Link. So yeah.
My experience at Link, I felt like middle school as a whole was just a fun experience, and I learned so much, and I think that that's equivalent to a lot of my friends and the things that they experienced at their private schools or their other charter schools that they went to. I feel like Link shaped me to be a bigger person, and some of the people that I do see in schools don't necessarily have some of those tools that I gathered from Link. So I feel like I gained more than what some people would think that I missed out on. I don't think I missed out on anything. I had fun, we went on trips here and there. We mostly, we had a lot of cool things in the gym. I don't really do that at my school now. We don't have circle. We don't have those like really community-based things. Yes, we do meet up in the auditorium and things like that, but it's a lot different from Link, from the like community aspects.
At Link, we have performing arts class, and I knew 5th grade off the bat. I was like, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. I have this new personality, and I don't know where to put it. I don't know how to control it. I don't know what to do with myself. And then when I walked into Johnson class, I was like, this is it. This is it.
What kind of clubs and stuff have you been involved in at St. Benedict's? And I guess, how did Link help you take that leap?
Give you that strength was just being here at Link, and it would be like you or just Miss Esther, who's very so someone just recommending me to just dive in, go join this, apply for this, become a part of this program, like an artist, stuff like that.
When you think back to when you were a kid at Link, what big memory pops out? Is there a moment that or either a person or a moment or an experience that just immediately goes to the forefront?
I think it was the first day of 7th grade, and we had this all school circle, and all the grades were in their own individual circles in the gym. and there's this category that Ms. Kennedy called out, and she was like, we need somebody to sing a song from each grade. And everybody looked at me, and I was so nervous. Like, public speaking is not my thing. I was like, well, I've gotten better at it, but back then it just was not my thing. So everybody looked at me, and I was like kind of forced to go up there, and then I sang, and I felt so liberated. I felt like I did something that was out of my comfort zone, and I feel like if I hadn't come here and done all of that, I wouldn't have got out of my comfort zone and
you were a student ambassador.
Yeah, I was. That was also a very fun experience. I love staying after school and showing new parents around. It was just really fun hanging out with my friends after school when everybody else was gone.
Is there maybe a program or a person that you think about and you take their advice or guided you through your years at Bard High School or early college?
Well, the mentoring program, my mentor was Miss Rose, I believe. And I remember going after school, and some days I didn't want to go. But now that I'm not in contact with her, I really miss her. And now that I'm in high school, I feel like I should stay in contact with her because I don't know, I miss her. And the relations that I've built with teachers and Nurse Hannah and just other staff, because I had things going on at home and I didn't really have a community that supported me other than school.
And you stay in contact with a lot of them, right?
Yeah, I'm still in contact with a lot of them.
Can I piggyback on that?
Go for it.
So my Nana, she has full custody of me, and having one parent in the house and not having the traditional mother and the traditional father, it made me turn to people that I would see all the time, and that was my teachers, because I'm here all the time.
So thank you guys so much, and never forget Link. Link never forgets you. Who are you?
I am somebody special.
Why are you here?
To get an education.
Why else?
To be the best person I can be.
What will you have to do?
It's work hard. Work hard.
Work hard. And will you?
Yes.
When?
Today and every day.
What will you need?
Self-discipline.
What else?
Respect for me, my peers, my teachers, all people, and all cultures.
And when you succeed, what will you do? Will you succeed?
Yes.
And when you succeed, what will you do?
Give back to others.
You just did. All hail.
LCCS.
Welcome back. Earlier tonight, you heard from one of the founding sisters of St. Dominic. Link Community School from the very beginning has been a place that responds to the needs of now, the needs of our students as they walk through the doors every day. What you know from our Link model is that we nurture our children, body, mind, and spirit. We harness this incredible community of teachers and staff, of parents and guardians, or board members, and deliver to our students the very best educational program. That includes a core values-driven and student-centered educational program. You had an opportunity to see some of those aspects tonight, and we're also going to hear from some of those who deliver this on the ground throughout the day.
My name is Hannah Marie Kennedy. I have been at Link Community Charter School for 8 years, and this year I am the Vice Principal. It's a newly appointed role that I'm very excited about. So one of the most special things I think Link does is giving back to others and standing on that premise, and I really hope that our scholars internalize that, because that should be at the foundation of everything that we do. And I think if we had more people who centered giving back to others, especially those who are disenfranchised within our community, we would have truly a different world. So my hope for our scholars is that they pick that up in their time here, and they really take that into the world, and they go on to be better citizens who want to give back to their community.
So one thing that I think Link did really well during the pandemic was during the emergency switch to remote instruction, teachers had ongoing professional development and the staff was really on board in making sure that students would have their literacy needs met through virtual instruction. We had all hands on deck when it came to paras, administrators, teachers working with small groups and really checking in on scholars to make sure that they were getting the support that they needed. One thing I'm really excited to do as a literacy coach this year, especially this upcoming month, is to look specifically at all of our holistic data to find out what differs from the students who are coming in as brand new kindergartners and fifth graders versus the students who are keeping up with us and continuing into 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. My hunch is that we're going to find that many of our students who are here as 5th, 6th, and 7th graders are going to be ahead of the curve when it comes to where they may have been had they not been part of the Link community.
Since the pandemic, I think our Link scholars have done an amazing job dealing with what has been happening. I think us as a community have been really supportive with them as well, and they know that we're here for them.
Our instructional program is unique because it serves mind, body, and spirit for each and every scholar. I ask you to invest in this program today. Your support fuels our mission. It allows us to deliver this truly deep experience for scholars that prepare them for the 21st century so they can be successful, not just in school, but in life. Please give generously.
Put our hands together and welcome our alumni speaker, Ms. Titi Lope Oluwasola.
One more time. Good morning, Link. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you all this morning, and it's really beautiful to see all your beautiful eyes. I can't see your mouths, but it's very good to see you, and I'm glad that you guys are back at Link, being able to be in person for school today. My name is Titi Lope Oluwasola. Some key things to know about me is that I consider myself a creative vessel, a daughter of Nigerian immigrants, and a member of Link's graduating class of 2011. And I am very glad to be here and present with you this morning at Link's Ceremonial Morning Circle. As an alum, I am honored to help celebrate the contributions of Dr. Michelle Scott, who has invested her time and efforts with Link to have a positive influence on the lives of so many Linkers like myself. After graduating from Link, I attended Morristown Baird School in Morristown, New Jersey. Then I went off to Dickinson College in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, which you might not know of, but it's like 2 hours from Philly. And then I lived in France briefly right before the pandemic, and I'm currently working towards my dream of becoming a bridal wear fashion designer. I steward a platform called Operation Plan Your Wedding, and I enjoy creating beautiful journals. One of my missions in life is to use my talents and my gifts and creativity to create sustainable jobs and generate wealth for marginalized youth. While at Link, I enjoyed all of the creative electives offered, notably African dance with Brother Jerome and theater arts with Mrs. Johnson. A core value that always stood out to me at Link was doing one's best. When I was drowning and needed a source of inspiration, one of the sources I would sometimes frequent was Link's film called A Matter of Justice, which dates back to 9 years ago. And I encourage you to look it up on YouTube when you get the chance. While watching this video, it reminded me a lot of Link's core values, especially seeing other people who graduated from Link share how they were becoming their best selves while at Link and how that has helped them in the future. Doing one's best is a subjective core value and can only be measured by our integrity. To live the core value is a choice, so you have to decide and consider if it's worth trying and living by. You can use your gifts and talents and skills with integrity, and you can light up and be the visible light someone else needs and your community might even need. As Marianne Williamson, author of the infamous poem, Our Deepest Fear, which you might know from the film Coach Carter, said, and as you let your own light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As you're liberated from your own fear, your presence automatically liberates others. So what if shining is not the problem? Maybe your deepest fear is that you are inadequate, but rather your deepest fear is that you are powerful beyond measure. Take a few seconds to consider what your community and the world would look like if you shared your light with someone else, without fear of judgment that your light was too bright. Today, I challenge you to shine brightly, starting right here and right now. Be caring. Shine brightly at home. Be kind with your community. Respect yourself. Be you at school. Be courageous and with the people you interact with every day. Be unique. Do your best. Don't stop running towards your dream. And if you get tired, keep on trying. Be honest in all your pursuits. Be responsible. Remember, in life, no opportunity is promised to last forever. So make every moment count, seize every opportunity that you get, and follow these directions, and you'll shine brightly now and even in the future. I was first introduced to Dr. Michelle Scott at Career Day, held at Link, one of the many opportunities for exposure that Dr. Scott and Link work hard to provide for students. Thank you, Link and Dr. Scott. Because of your investments, Linkers like myself and many others have the opportunity to shine brightly. And to all Linkers, I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities and mine for them like gold. Go forth and shine.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Scott to you. Dr. Michelle Scott is Executive Vice Dean for Rutgers University, Newark, and a teaching dean for over 700 students in China. She is also an adjunct professor for New Jersey Institute of Technology, Fairleigh Dickinson University, Colorado Technology University, and a visiting lecturer at ESSEC University in France. Beyond Link, Dr. Scott has served as a board member for the NJIT alumni and the School of Management, Greater Newark Enterprise Corporation, and Project Use. Dr. Scott first earned her bachelor's degree with Dean's List Honors in Business Administration from Delaware State University. Then she went on to pursue graduate studies and earn a Master of Science in Management degree from NJIT and a Doctor of Education from the George Washington University, where she was the recipient of the Servant Leadership Award. Dr. Scott was introduced to Link over a decade ago while working as an IT project manager for Deutsche Bank. She immediately got to work at Link, organizing our annual school-wide career days, personally recruiting hundreds of local professionals to share their personal and their work experiences with Link scholars. Dr. Scott is responsible for introducing all of these individuals to Link students as volunteers, as well as elective teachers and donors, and for connecting our scholars to many valuable extracurricular programs, particularly in STEM and in entrepreneurship. Dr. Scott also donated our first 3D printer to help establish Link's STEAM elective. Dr. Scott, you have dedicated yourself to providing quality educational experiences for Link scholars living here in Newark, Orange, East Orange, and Irvington. Your work has supported the vision of Link founders, the Sisters of St. Dominic, and your actions truly embody the Link core values. By providing our scholars with eye-opening exposure and opportunities, you have fueled Link's mission and honored the true legacy of Link Community Charter School. So today, on behalf of the staff and scholars of Link, it is my pleasure to honor you with this award right behind me, which I will read to you. For dedicating yourself to providing quality educational experiences for underserved youth in and around Newark, for supporting the bold vision of the Sisters of St. Dominic and the foundation of core values they built, for honoring the legacy of Link Community Charter School and helping to create a path for sustainability and growth, and for sharing your time, talent, and treasure to help fuel Link's mission. Link Community Charter School thanks you, Dr. Michelle Scott. Welcome. Thank you so much.
But I'm happy to be here today. As a matter of fact, I'd rather be here than at NJ PAC or anywhere else right now because I love this school. I came over here over 10 years ago, and I just have fallen in love with everything about the school, all the students here, the programs here, etc. I am grateful and very humbled by the award. You're doing great things. You're all leaders by being here, and you're all going to do extremely great things in this world. Maybe different from one another, but do great things in this world. So thank you, TT, and also I present that to you as a challenge to you, students. I want to thank Ms. McCrone, Ms. Dorsey, Ms. Paradiso. I want to thank Bob Boynton. He's not here today. He is the one who connected me with Ms. McCrone and said, please go over and build a relationship between NJIT and Link Community School at the time. And then I also want to thank a person over at NJIT, Don Sebastian, because before I came over here, I had this big PowerPoint presentation. I basically said, this is what I want to do for them. And he said, that's fantastic, but go over there and find out what the needs are. What the needs are. And then fill those needs. I also challenge you to find out what are the needs here at Link. What are the needs in your community? And no matter what your passions may be, you may be able to live out those passions, but also meet the needs and meet the demands out there. So I want to thank them over at NJIT. I want to thank all the people who answered my call and answered Link's call over the years to serve in so many different ways. They have so many different talents. There's no way I could do it on my own. I'm just one person. I'm going back to China on October 9th. I've spent the better part of the last 6 years over in China. And do I know how to speak Mandarin? No. Ni hao, that's hello. And then I'll say thank you at the end. That's about it. And then I smile. It's amazing what a smile will do. I've learned so much about their culture. I've learned so much about the people there. I've learned that we have so much more in common than we have that's different. I've been to France and I spent time there over the last 4 years, every year teaching over in France. So I've become more global and more international, so I have more things to share, more things to give, more things that I can serve Link with. And so I look forward to returning here. The last thing I'll leave you with is the value of relationships. There's no way, again, that I'd be able to serve Link only on my own. So I thank everyone else who have been able to come over here with me. I've built relationships over the years that have helped me so much. I teach entrepreneurship. I've taught to over 500 people and businesses here in the Newark area. I teach it in China. People will tell you, we need financial capital. And you will say, I need money too, Dr. Scott. Yes, but I would tell you, you need relationships more. You need to concentrate on building the relationships while you're here, remembering your classmates. They may be president one day. Remembering your professors, your teachers here. Remembering the people who are serving you in the office. Remembering the folks who are in your community. Definitely finding ways that you can serve them. Because relationships and relationship capital will get you anything else you need in the world. So I challenge you to value your relationships very highly. I value my relationship here with Link. I thank you for this honor. I am deeply and always indebted to Link. My mom and my dad taught me how to serve. And from the very beginning, they taught me what it meant to give to others and to serve others. So I want to thank them for basically giving me the values that I needed in order to serve you. Thank you, Shishi, and have a great day.
So, what'd you think? Did we have fun?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ryan and Riley, for being with us tonight. Thank you to all of you for sharing time with us. We appreciate you taking your time to look at Link from a little bit of a closer view this year. Thank you also to our Board of Trustees for Link Education Partners and for Link Community Charter School. A huge shout out to our teachers and our staff who give so much to our scholars every day. They are the reason we can deliver such a great program. Don't forget, our auction is around until 9 p.m. Continue to bid. Your support means so much. Without it, we could not deliver these great results. So let's say goodbye, everyone. Have a great night.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. God of the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
Yes, I can make it now. The pain